There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.
All right. So, the Uniparty, I'm pretty sure some of you have heard of. You know what I'm saying? But what I want you to realize is the Uniparty is not what you think it is. Most people think the Uniparty is what they've heard for years. Two wings, same bird. That is not what it is. The Uniparty is the collective of oligarchs and bureaucrats, the ones who are secretly running this place and running it into the ground. Are they on both sides? Yes, but they're predominantly Democrat. There's only a few Republicans. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I want you to hear something, and then we're going to break it down on why everybody went from loving Trump to hating him, and then spreading a bunch of racist rumors about him, and then all of these Hollywood boule niggers and you know the entertainment industry start talking against him. Now, as far as him bailing out Kodak Black and all that different shit, he only bailed out the niggers to get your vote. That's it. He didn't want to bail out Brian Gumbles and stuff like that. He wanted to show y'all, look, I'm even down to get your known criminals out. I don't care. I just want to show you that I'm not about hating on you. It's not about me hating on you. It's something bigger than me. Now, let's listen to this, and then you're going to realize why Trump is the only one that wasn't a politician. You're going to realize right now. Let's check this out. Just listen real fast. Fuck the news station. Listen to what she's saying. Listen.
Since then, two other congressmen have joined Taylor Greene's effort to vacate the chair, Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massie and Arizona Congressman Paul Gosar, saying that Speaker Johnson surrendered House Republican leverage to secure the border by tying urgent aid to Israel to Ukraine. But the Congresswoman did not ultimately file the motion after the vote yesterday. Joining me now with the very latest is the woman herself, in the Sunday Morning Futures exclusive, House Oversight Committee member, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Congresswoman, thanks very much for being here. I want to give you the opportunity to respond to critics. First off, yesterday, we saw the bills pass, and you did not file the motion to vacate. Why not?
That's right, Maria. I've been responsible with this the entire time. I support our majority, and I support having the majority in 2025. But I'm a representative of the people, Maria, and I do not represent Washington, D.C., New York Times, any of these media companies. And
you have to listen. I know y'all like, oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She ain't nothing but a white woman that go to the gym, like guns, like God, and like her family. Bruh, there's nothing to hate on that woman about. There really isn't. There's really nothing to hate on her about. She said, I'm here for the people. I don't represent Washington, D.C. This is a problem. This is why they don't like her, because she just admitted why they don't like her, because she doesn't represent the swamp. She represents y'all. Okay, that's why she barks at them. That's why she doesn't agree with them. That's why she doesn't want to do any deals with them. She's showing you how y'all should be working, because the deal that y'all did with them in the end, all it did was give Ukraine a bunch of money. You didn't even help your border. They just threw that in there as a front. Okay, the only people telling you this truth are your MAGA supporters. And if you notice, those are the main people they're telling you not to listen to. We're not talking about the country hick who's doing it for fucking, basically like Republican clout and shit like that. No. We're talking about the people that have been studying this shit the whole time. Let's finish going.
And other Republican colleagues of mine that are criticizing me, even the speaker himself. Most of those people have lost their way, and they aren't listening to the American people. The people are fed up. Last Monday was tax day, April 15th, and Washington betrayed the American people by sending $93 billion to support foreign wars while doing nothing, absolutely nothing to secure our border.
Now, remember, they just sent them $93 million. They're giving these immigrants, illegal immigrants, mind you, millions of dollars of your money. They're closing parks for in black communities. They're closing schools in big capital towns like New York. This is your Uniparty. This is what they do. Remember when they shut y'all down during COVID and shit? And then it turned out it wasn't even as bad as they made it sound. But how much education did y'all lose? How many people lost their jobs for refusing to take that jab just for them to turn around and bring in illegal immigrants that haven't been jabbed at all and throw them a job? Who's doing that? Because remember, this guy, Speaker Johnson, is a Republican. But he did the deal. And he threw in all that Ukraine money. And wrote that he was going to do something for the border. They're not doing shit for it. But if you listen to mainstream media, the Uniparty, they'll tell you not to like Marjorie Taylor Greene and to like the Speaker Johnson. They'll tell you not to like Trump, but like Mitch McConnell. You have to see the pimping. It's just like black people in this rap music. Somebody was just talking about it earlier, Tribe Biz. He was like, nigga, Lil Boosie should be knocked off. A lot of these dudes should be knocked off. It doesn't have nothing to do with clout, cool, hip hop. No, these motherfuckers should be taken out. You can tell, nigga, they are fucking you over. All of your women are whores. All of your men are uneducated criminals. They're not even smart criminals. They're not doing no fucking billion-dollar enterprise organized crime. These are 2-bit losers, thieves and losers. That comes from passing loser DNA over and over and over and over. And the only excuse is a song with a mantra on it that is calling your women bitches and your men niggas. Niggers, should I say. Because that Richard Pryor thing is a setup. You're not a nigga. You're a nigger. That is what you're calling yourself. You're just trying to slang it out. That is what everybody knows you as. All these foreigners that come over here that meet the Klan, he calls them niggers. They know what it means. You're the only one playing with yourself. And you're losing your parks. You're losing your towns. You're losing your cities. You've been lost your businesses. You're seeing it firsthand.
That is a complete betrayal. And then once this bill was passed, the American people saw on their television screens and social media all over where Congress was waving the Ukrainian flag on the United States House of...
That's a fact. I saw that. When they closed that deal, you see a gang of people in the United States of America Senate waving a bunch of Ukraine flags. Now, we all know that we heard from Putin. Putin gave us the scoop, the one that they don't never want us to hear talk to. Thank goodness for Tucker Carlson. He went over there. Putin said Ukrainians are Nazi supporters. So when we seen them in Canada and they had that funeral or whatever for the Nazis, and you seen Trudeau, or not Trudeau, the president of Ukraine standing up clapping, you have to say something to yourself, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to say something to yourself. Are people like the Light Show correct? The ones that have been out here telling you about these spellcasters and about how true evil and goodness are alive and well. They're on earth. You can think that God's in the sky and the devil's under the ground all the hell you want. But at the end of the day, God is higher thought. So anyone can communicate with God. Anybody can be on that side of righteousness, be these angels on earth to make this kingdom come. But on the flip side, people can also be on demon time. And, you'll have situations where you have Hollywood and all these celebrities and rappers all around the Democrats. They vote for them. They tell you to vote for them. They're all around them. But then you'll have the Nickelodeon kids getting touched on. But for some reason, it never hit the airwaves. Who owns the mainstream media? See? It's not conspiracy theory. It's conspiracy. Everything is conspiring around the same shit. From them touching the kids, all in the churches, but then at the same time, during this big situation, this pandemic, they shut the churches down. But they let the protests and rioters go outside, and none of them dropped dead, and none of them ended up catching a certain degree of the vid and making headlines. Not at all. Should have been a massacre outside of George Floyd supporters lying down the street. But for some reason, nothing happened to none of them. Then you got people like The Light Show. Never took a jab at all. Still here talking to you.
Representative Floor. All of this was possible because of the betrayals of Mike Johnson, Maria. He has completely betrayed the Republican Party. He has completely betrayed Republican voters all over the country. And he is absolutely working for the Democrats, passing the Biden administration's agenda. So this is a speakership that is completely over with. It's only Mike Johnson is the one that's trying to hang on to it and is in complete denial.
Well, look, you just heard the speaker with me last week saying she doesn't, she's missing the fact that we already passed HR 2. But I think, some of the criticism is because and by the way, you're getting criticized on the left, on the right, in the media, everybody.
She's getting criticized on the left, on the right, in the media, everybody. Who does that sound like? That sounds like two people to me. Two people. It sounds like Donald Trump, but it also sounds like Kayleigh McEnany, the woman who was Trump's press secretary that had everything written down. She was waiting for these fucking Democrats to ask her a question so she could flip through the files. Shorty was on point. Her itinerary was unmatched. Still to this day, we've never had a press secretary that on point. Kayleigh was cold. Nobody liked her. From the right to the left to the media, nobody liked her. Same thing they're saying about Marjorie Taylor Greene is the same thing they're saying about Trump. Are we saying suck Trump's balls and Trump is the fucking savior? No, bro. We're saying Trump wasn't a politician. Trump was already in Hollywood, so he knew how they rocked. He didn't blow up off The Apprentice like people keep claiming, because Democrats will take that back. They'll be like, oh, he didn't make that much money. I know he didn't. We see how he makes money. He just sold a Bible. He just sold some shoes. He just sold his mugshot. He just, they put the numbers up for his True Social kids. Before all that, he had True Social. He brought his own, social media site. So we see why Trump has money. He's a businessman. He's a hustler. A lot of you are just jealous because you're not. I don't want to hear that shit about because he's white, because the dude who owned BET sold it and he was black. He chose to do that. The dude who owned Apollo, he sold it. He chose to do that. The dude who owned the Negro Baseball League, he sold it. He chose to do that. Ain't nobody's fault that black people choose to sell their shit instead of keep it. You're a sucker for the dialogue. You're quick to play yourself. But this is a nation problem. This has nothing to do with skin color, because they're playing all of you. While black people are killing themselves due to the mantra spell of hell, you have white men and white women mutilating themselves, brainwashing and mutilating the children. So there's a whole bunch of sick shit going on right now. I don't want people to think it's one-sided. Oh no, they're going for the whole joint. And the Hispanic that worked hard, that went through that port of entry, that had to wait for that, green card to turn into citizenship, the one that busted their ass to prove that they was here for the right reasons. Now they being bypassed for some people that they know ain't no good. Even Hispanics will tell you they don't want these people here. So who wants them here? Then you got the new regime of military age African men that popped up. They all up in your little board meetings talking about the food at the shelter is no good. And why don't America have people that can interpret their language? Like if we ask them to come over here, we're telling you to learn English. We don't want to learn your language. So what the hell made you think that you're going to come all the way over here during America's already built time? Because newsflash, America doesn't need to be built. We don't need any more immigrants. You know what I'm saying? The last time we needed some immigrants was during the Great Migration. That's when we needed it. When all those boats showed up. That's about the last time that we needed some immigrants. We really don't need any immigrants. Everything's already built. The technology is up. The school system is, where it's at. You got Harvard and stuff. Airplane technology. None of these foreigners have brought any new technology to us. You could talk about Asians all you want, but the Chinese that are here, they're not the ones bringing it. That's why it's being imported. See? All that stuff you getting is imported. PlayStation in America, that's fine, but y'all keep talking about you couldn't get the PS5 because the imports. See, your warehouse is empty. There's nothing in it. Just like Fort Knox.
A lot of people are criticizing you, and the reason that they are is because they're saying that you're creating drama during this election year. How is this leading to re-electing President Trump? How is this leading to the American people believing that the Republicans can govern? People are saying, look, she's creating chaos. She's making the entire party look like it's disrupted. Your reaction and response to those criticisms?
Yeah, those that are calling this drama are the very people that are responsible for the drama that the American people are having to live through every single day.
I love her. I do. I always thought she was cool, but I have a real newfound respect for her. She said the people that are telling you that are the ones that are doing it. That's the game. I've been told people a long time ago, if you want somebody to do something, you play it first. Make them think that that's what you want to do. But you really are setting them up to be in that spot, to run it, but not by their own accord, to run it under your permission. When people tell you not to like Trump, they're telling you that because you're supposed to like him. It's a reverse psychology thing. If everybody in the room is saying that, sunlight is bad and you shouldn't be in the sun, okay, but you're like, nah, you need the sun. The sun's vitamin D, but nobody's agreeing. Okay, 9 times out of 10, they're going to become moles and they're going to go underground because majority rules. So if we've all seen the video of every news station reporting the same slogan and they're like, oh no, it was just a test run. Why would all these companies be running the same test? It's not an emergency or broadcast system. No, this is a words. This is cards like you guys are reading. Why would, if Fox is against CNN and they don't get along, all these people are, okay, how could y'all all have the same card? So if that is possible, and then you have people breaking away from that. People are breaking away from the zombieism. They're like, no, we're not fucking with them neither. Them people is dirty. They're the ones that are doing all the dirt. That's something that we have been saying on the streets, or at least on this page, for a long time. It's like they're telling you something to look one way while they're doing something another way. I don't believe in distractions. I believe in you're not following the breadcrumbs because there is no distraction. There is no distraction about, the R. Kelly thing. Forget the girl that y'all caught on tape. He had already had Aaliyah at 15 years old, claiming they were married. Same time they're dropping an album called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. And like Dame Dash said, nobody said nothing then. It was weird then. But it makes you look at Dame funny because it's like, well, you and Rockefeller ended up collabing with him. So it's like, how much? Oh, I didn't do it. I wasn't around. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You didn't argue enough because the album happened. Best of both worlds happened. So you didn't put that much push in it. Plus, Jay-Z had already did a song on R. Kelly's double disc album, The R. Him, Ali Vegas, Cameron. a little older than a lot of people, so I know this. But so the molestation's been going on, the drugging of people's been going on, all this stuff's been going on. Nobody knows nothing. But for some reason, the Democrats are all next to the celebrities, where all this dirt is. Kid celebrity is still a celebrity. Nickelodeon is still a big time. It's like Disney's still a big time business. So.
On the left, those on the right, the Uniparty that's in control of our government are the ones that have inflicted the American people with nearly $35 trillion in debt.
What'd you say?
Your reaction
And this drama are the very people that are responsible for the drama that the American people are having to live through every single day. Those on the left, those on the right, the Uniparty that's in control of our government are the ones that have inflicted the American people with nearly $35 trillion in debt, ripped their border wide open, and refuse. Speaker Johnson refuses to use his power as Speaker of the House to do any type of negotiating to secure the southern border and stop the madness in our country. The people.
Now, why would that be? That's your question, guys. You can listen to these lazy Archie Bunker's daughter's boyfriends if you want. You can listen to these crackheads that say all drugs should be, legal, and everybody should be given a free house. And you can listen to these people all you want, but you're seeing the result. Now, we have already talked about provocateurs and agents. What do you think a few of these bums, crackheads are? I've seen videos of people talking about either New York or LA subway, like dope fiends that are undercover cops. Okay. What cities are they in? Democrat. So while they do all this acting, all this spell casting, all this stage play, while they're doing that, you're $34 trillion in debt. That's all I needed from her. You're $34 trillion in debt. For some reason, everybody thinks that the person that's their enemy, because remember, the dude's all in court and all this stuff, and then it's turning out that all these cases are looking shaky. Like, they're super shaky. They don't really have any weight. 9 times out of 10, he's not going to get locked up. That's why that Letitia James, she tried to revoke his bail. And even the judge was like, well, why would we do that if he has the money? Why would we revoke? No, we're taking it. Yes. Oh, because it's not the whole 300. He don't have to have that. He don't. He has to prove credibility, which he's already done with his, investments, all of it put together. So he can get the 150 something bill. So 150 something bill. Remember, that's just the whole weight. That's just the whole weight to be able to make moves and do what you do and not lose all your assets. So if you're already getting money, why are you arguing? Why don't you just take the money? That's what you wanted. So what? He ain't got the whole thing. He got half. Half is good enough. Half is credible. That's what the judge is saying. The judge. You're just a district attorney. You ain't nobody. The judge is saying that's good enough. To have half of all that money, that's a lot of money. That's good enough. We cool. Why would you be fighting so hard? If they have the case and they feel that they've already won, then why wouldn't they be pushing that issue? Why would they be talking about all this other type stuff that they promote? I tell you this. There is a lot of wicked ass shit going on out here. There is. But we ain't got to fucking, honestly, this is these dudes is weak. We are the Federal Reserve. It's us. The people that don't mind getting it in, paying their taxes. The people that don't mind. We're the ones keeping this place afloat. Not the ones you sneaking in, working under the table. not the non-tax paying drug dealer or the pill popping loser that doesn't work at all. They just bleed the system out on, you know, free medicine and programming and stuff. No. This war can be won for the future kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of y'all may not even care about that. Some of y'all like, yo, I need to get mine. I need to get mine. I need to get mine. All I'm saying is y'all been getting y'all for a minute. And the shit is looking terrible out here. We got to realize what the Uniparty is. The Uniparty is your hidden faces. Now you're getting into that Muslim clan member shit. Now you're getting into, they know that these American Negroes are the American Indians, but they ain't talking about this shit. Who are they like moving out of their neighborhoods? Who are they trying to redline again for all these new people? Who is it? You know what I'm saying? But it's going to domino effect on everybody else as well. Because without the real talent, what would this country have? Maybe that's why they're making AI. Maybe that's why they made AI as an insurance plan. Like, yo, once we kill all these blacks off, we're going to have to be able to still create these wonderful sounds. Okay, well, since we're telling them what they can write about anyway, we're not allowing them to express real music, we can just AI their voice. You know what I'm saying? Once they're all dead, we can make Lil Wayne last forever, Jay-Z last forever. AI. That's just for my brothers and sisters. As far as everybody else, yo, y'all better wait the fuck up. Vote Republican this year, but at the same time, don't get lost in them other jokers. Don't get lost in that swamp. That swamp been there too long. Trump was never there, bro. He was never there. He was never in politics. He was only in money. He was never in politics. 4 years, we exposed a lot of shit, and these motherfuckers fell like they just all they spells just like fell out. Like, yo, these new group of demon rat spellcasters are garbage. So it's like, it's time. You know what I'm saying? After this year, like, we need to go full saddle. Whatever the plan is to clean this swamp out, we gonna have to do it. We have to do it because it's like, yo, they didn't blew America's pockets. In 4 years, son, they didn't blew America's pockets out. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. They didn't blew America's pockets out in 4 years. It all courtesy, the whole avalanche started with Barack Obama. Nobody can lie, but it's like, it did though, because nobody can front. Remember, the last Republican in office before Trump cashed us out. He had to have. Y'all claimed weapons of mass destruction, you stealing a bunch of oil. Okay, well, who filled the gas up? Y'all did. All that money, the billions just disappeared out the war. It's like, I wonder where it went. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can talk about robbery and money, but it's like, bruh, Bush brought more back than he fucking took. I'll tell you that much. Shit, because y'all claim he stole all their fucking resources. The game's dirty either way you look at it. But I'd rather be on the winning team than the losing team. That's a fact. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. We need a clean house. I have put it together. The swamp is the Uniparty. That is what that is. That is them motherfuckers. That's them globalists. That's them elite motherfuckers. That's why they tell us a bunch of dumb shit to keep people zombified. And they all about the award ceremony. That's why they all around them celebrities. And them motherfuckers are all around this pedo ritual sick shit. So what that mean for the politicians? I don't know. The Franklin cover-up? Come on, man. They had to stop Hillary's fucking secretary for trying to steal fucking Haitian kids and shit. It's like, she broke 13 BlackBerry phones. Had emails and business she wasn't even supposed to have with a secret server. It's a secret server right there alone. She's a secretary, motherfucker. She ain't nobody. All this shit Joe Biden doing. Who the fuck was cool with him? Oh, the coon president. Why would the coon president be so cool with a Joe fucking Roger Bird eulogy reading ass Biden. Why would he be so cool with him?
You have to be careful to don't smoke weed with dumb niggas, because weed make you smart. Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
And that's what people was for falling for that fool. Straight smart dumb niggas. Like, this guy's a sucker, man. He's a sucker, man. But yo, if we don't get this right, this land's done. And they not strong, son. They sound effects. They TV shows. They gimmicks, man. But it's time for the people to see it. Get out of this lostness, man. All this shit wasn't going on, man. Y'all can talk about racism and all that. That shit was very rare. Because how was towns being built? They would have been burnt down before they even got started. So you got to get out of the illusion of the fake stories, the fake history, and the television movie scenes. Start to really research the truth. Yo. Now, what else?